One of the shots that I was looking for when I went to Skye was obviously the Old Man of Storr, but the Old Man of Storr early morning with a sunrise. The sun rises in the east, obviously, and the mountain is facing east, and it lights up all the hillside. I'd seen several photographers get absolutely fantastic shots there. The first time I was there, the sun peeked through for a very short time, not in full strength, and I was able to take a shot and get some kind of colour. You've either seen that or you will see it at some stage. But my hope was to go back there and hopefully to get some kind of sun for a prolonged period of time so that I could shoot it in the early morning light. Alas, most of this vlog was videoed in the summer of 2021. I didn't bother putting it out when I put out my earlier Scotland, photographing Scotland videos. I waited because I knew that I was going to head back at some stage in 2022. I did so and sat and waited underneath that Old Man of Storr and slept, waiting for that sun to rise. And each morning I looked out at 5 o'clock Easter time, and it was nothing but grey. I didn't even bother climbing the mountain. Why would I? I already have the shots that have plenty of grey in them. So it is a bit of a disappointment, to be perfectly honest. I will get there someday and the sun will be rising. I see some people and they're visiting it for the first time and they're absolutely getting the best of weather there, and I'm envious of that. So most of this vlog is taken up with me basically trying to struggle to get the best shot possible, but not maybe with the best conditions. What an incredible view I have here behind me. Unbelievable. This is absolutely amazing. Good morning and welcome to the channel. This morning sees me still on the Isle of Skye, and up behind me there, I hope you can see it, is the Old Man of Storr. Now, I got up at 4:20 this morning in the hope that once again the weather forecast got it wrong and that it wouldn't be as cloudy as they said. I did take a look out and there were a few cracks in the cloud, but as I went higher up into the actual cloud itself, or close to it, the cracks haven't got any bigger. With the angle of as I've climbed up closer to the clouds, the sun and myself are at the wrong angle. In other words, there are too many clouds between us. I noticed just behind me you can see blue skies. I'm hoping that would head over towards the sun. Sunrise was about, just having a look, about 15 minutes ago, and we're getting a little bit of colour in the sky for sure. There are gaps, I'll show it to you now in just a second, but the reality is this hillside should be lit up. Why am I sitting here under the Old Man of Storr? Those people who have been here, I'm on heat management at the moment. It's a nice climb up here. I climbed up for about 35 minutes, did well. Would like to say to the lads who put in the stones slabs on the pathway up, fantastic job. Not that they'll be watching this channel, but I do want to put it out there. Fantastic job. Last time I came up you had to there were 3 or 4 or 5 different pathways, and what they've done now is basically put in these stone slabs. I'll give you a look at them, and they've put them all the way up. They're not easy when you're coming up there with the bag on your back and you're going up 6 inches or 7 inches, 8 inches each time. The one thing I would say though is they're very much appreciated. No muck, no slipping, and when you each step you gain a bit of height. Anyway, that's for the people who've been here. I'm looking out on a fantastic view. I couldn't honestly tell you what. It's basically the sound between Scotland and Skye. Maybe a Skye Sound, I'm not sure, and the few islands that lie in between. I'll give you a look at that now in just a second. I was saying to you why I wasn't actually gone up further to where the viewing point for taking the photographs of Skye, and mainly because that's under cloud. It's foggy up there, and even here it's getting quite cool. I have a jacket there. I'm sitting here now for the last maybe 15 minutes. I don't want to try and get too sweaty, as it were, when you're climbing up, because when that dries then you start getting cold, so it's heat management. It's pointless standing up there in the fog. Nothing is happening, and if it does begin to clear, well, I'll move up further. The one thing I would want to say is that, you know, it's a bit like playing football really. If you don't shoot, you won't score. And I took a chance here this morning. I took a chance at East Point and it worked out. Taking a chance here hasn't worked out so far, but I am hoping to get some sun sometime before 8 or 9 o'clock. How high it'll be, how beautiful and coloured it'll create the scene around me, I don't know. But sure, look, we'll give it a shot anyway. And you know, when you come to Skye, you really have only 2, 3, 4 days. I'm hoping to move on further afield, and so you just have to take a chance at these. So hopefully it'll open up pretty soon and we'll be able to give you some shots. Okay, so I've come across to the side of the Old Man of Storr. I haven't come to the traditional place. I've come, as you're looking at the Old Man of Storr, I've come more right. And people who've been up here before, I'll just show you. Actually, I'm going to move the camera around. Traditionally, there's a track that runs along here, and people will, just like those people over there, normally shoot from there. On a good morning you might find 7, 8, 9 people looking to shoot the sunrise. I have come on the opposite side of this track. I've come up, and I'll explain to you why. I've come up here because of the fact that I want to get separation between the three projections, fingers, etc. We have the cathedral here on the left hand side, the Old Man of Storr in the centre, and he above the rest, and then of course we actually have two mini ones on the right hand side. Either way we have separation here. I will take some shots over across the way in a while, which will give you an idea of what it's like shooting over there, and how the cathedral and the Old Man of Storr basically blend into one. We didn't get our sunrise, nor did we get any sun since. I got plenty of fog and I happened to capture it. It has warmed up, so there wasn't a danger of early in the morning standing up here waiting around. Yeah, you get very, very cold, and even though it's summertime at the moment, you never can tell. What was I going to say? There's fantastic clouds there and great skies. They don't call it sky for nothing. So I'm going to shoot those. I've shot some here. Unfortunately, that bank seems to be cutting across the shot. There was another photographer and myself made an effort to go over there onto the bank itself to find that there was another bank. It was a bit of a hairy experience because of the fact that we started sliding down that bank and I had to dig in with the cameras. So some things doesn't look that bad, but some things you're better off staying away from. Anyway, all's well, no issues. Yeah, I'm just going to take a few more shots here and then I'm going to head across to the main platform really and get more shots there and then move on to the next location. Good morning, folks. If you've ever come to Scotland, you'll know all about midges, and they are out in force this morning, and I mean major force. Last time I was here, I bought this particular netting. I used it once up in the fairy pools. I could hardly see the viewfinder at the back of the camera, such was the amount of midges late in the afternoon. We're here early morning. It is pretty calm. We don't have the reflections I was hoping for here yet. It's very, very dull. And what did I notice? But the cloud has begun to lift up over Old Man of Storr, and I'm going to start shooting away like a madman now. I'm trying to get reflections of this and Storr as the smoke, or not smoke, it looks like smoke, as the actual cloud begins to disperse up at the top. There was cloud there yesterday evening. There was cloud there all night, and now that cloud is beginning to lift and it's giving a great atmosphere. Unfortunately, I don't have any reflections on the actual water because, well, there just seems to be too much movement on the surface. It is 10 to 8 in the morning. It's quite late because there wasn't any sunrise. And the midges are, even with the sun, are beginning to drive me mad. So I'm going to take some shots. They'll be definitely black and whites. I'm trying to move down lower, but I didn't really have any luck with it. So I'm going to stay up here because there are less midges. At this stage, I don't care about the actual shot. I just want to get a shot off and get out of here. Okay, talk to you later. Take care. Okay, so folks, this is it from this episode of the Scottish road trip. Hope you enjoyed Skye. There's more to come from Skye yet. We're not finished by any means. If you liked what you saw, please give me a like. It really does help develop the channel. And if it's your first time joining us, well, why not hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, which will remind you of vlogs and videos about photography, travel, and other kinds of adventures in the future. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're keeping well. Mind yourself for the next time. Talk to you soon.